got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know, dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. You got me feeling uncomplicated. Whatever happens is meant for us. Rushing into all the situations. Whatever happened, we came there first. Go a little wild is your personal expression.
Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. This morning, I started off by packing Allison's lunch. And I know it probably seems like a lot of food, but she has sports after school, so it just gives her a little something extra for afterwards if she's hungry in between, like changing, getting ready for volleyball or softball or whatever. So I just like to pack her extra. And of course, I had Flash sniffing it all out.
Breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Maybe forget about the consequences. Wherever we're going fast. On top of the world of our independence. Laughing whenever we screw it up.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of everything. A friend of Heather's went to Swaggerty's in, I think it's Sevierville or Kodak or somewhere. So she got a 30-pound box of ribs, I think they're spare ribs, for $30. And then she got, I think it's 5-pound box of pork chops. I'm not sure how much that was. Then, so we are gonna have ribs tonight, and this is what this looks like. So 30 pounds of this for $30, and I'm not real sure they're frozen. So I'm just gonna try to get enough out to thaw for dinner tonight. So let's open those up and see what that looks like. Just gonna unbox this, set a few of those out. I don't even know what these look like. I'm just gonna be curious and open them and see what these look like. Oh, those look pretty good. I'm not sure how much this was. I'll have to ask, and I'll include that on the screen. But those look good. Okay, those are just gonna sit there and fall. So I'm hungry, guys. I'm gonna make a little homemade pizza. I just have a little packet of the pizza crust mix, and it takes half a cup of water. And you just mix that until it forms like a little ball. I bought this spray bottle at Walmart. It's actually like for a grill, but we put oil in that and then we just spray instead of like the cooking spray. So you just spray that, and that just kind of makes it not sticky. It's just a ball. And we're gonna cover this and let that sit for 5 minutes just to rise. So it's been 5 minutes later. So I'm just gonna put that on full just so I don't have to clean it up because you know, all about not having to clean up. Put that on there. Then I'll spray a little bit more oil in my bowl. I'll add just a little cold water to that oil, and it makes like a magic water or whatever you call it. So you just put that on your hands and then just spread that out. I just stick this in the oven and get this crust a little bit done before I add anything to it. So maybe like 3 minutes. So after like 3 or 4 minutes, the dough is pretty much, you know, it's kind of firm. Then I will put this sauce in it, and I use this sauce. Love this sauce. This is like liquid gold right here. Best sauce ever. I remember being a kid and having those little box pizza kits, and that's the sauce. You can just buy the sauce. So I could drink this. But this tastes like one of the little box kits. It's just cheaper. The pack of crust mix is like maybe 79 cents, something like that, 89 cents. Less than $1. You can get a pack of the crust for less than $1. This also is $1. So super cheap, super cheap lunch. And I don't like a lot of cheese. I could just do like the breadsticks and the sauce, and I actually make it like that sometimes, just the crust, and then I'll slice it up and then just dip it in the sauce. Then I'll just stick this back in the oven for like 5 more minutes, and then we're done. And here's what it looks like when it's done. It is so good, one of my favorites. After those ribs had thawed enough to cut them, we cut them probably in 3 pieces, some even 4. They were pretty big. And then we put just 2 to 3 in a Ziploc bag, and we were going to throw those in the freezer. I also kept like probably 3 racks out and cut them up and put them in the oven. We baked those on 350 for about an hour, hour and a half, and then we threw them on the grill. We put barbecue on some, and then we put buffalo on some, and they were really, really good. Then I froze this roll of sausage probably about halfway, and then you can just get a knife and slice it with the wrapper still on it, and you can slice it into pieces. And I just think that works better when it's a little frozen. That way it keeps its form better. I also do hamburger meat like that. If I buy a roll of hamburger meat, I will slice it like that with a knife and make hamburger patties, just in case you didn't know you could do that. There's you a tip. I'm not a huge fan of sausage, but my family loves sausage. So I made some biscuits and sausage and egg, and I threw all those together just so they would have something for breakfast. Easy to grab, take to work, eat on the way to school, whatever. Our mornings can be chaotic sometimes. Sometimes the kids have a hard time waking up. Sometimes they do really good and just get right up. But having something like this prepped and ready for them just to grab and heat up and go is so helpful. If I lay their clothes out the night before Allison's clothes and have her bag ready and all that, it helps so much, but I'm so bad about not doing that.
Oh no.
And here I had just bought a big block of cheddar cheese, and I just cubed that up and put it in a bowl with a lid on it and throw it in the fridge. It's cheaper to do it like that, and we always grab for cheese around here. If we're snacky, we'll always go for cheese.
My friends say, get out of your comfort zone. It's a blessing in disguise. Get out of what you...
So we decided to move our couch and clean out from under it. I had noticed that there was a few things under there, but I had no idea it was this bad. But I had lots of help on this day. Lexi was over, so she helped us move the couch. It comes apart in like 2 or 3 different places, but we scooted that out. Flash had chewed something up, so there was paper all over the floor, but it just needed it. And it feels so good just to sit on the couch and know that it's clean everywhere around you.
Oh, it doesn't work.
And who knew all those mornings I was looking everywhere for a hair tie? I could have just looked under the couch.
Upside down and in and out, I guess I have to take a break. Get out of your comfort zone, it's a blessing in disguise. Get out of what you call home. Kinda simple, kinda wishful about
I had found this pink stuff. The pink stuff is what it's called. It's a cleaner. I found it at Home Depot. I believe it was $5.99. And I wanted to see what all the hype was about because I've seen it on TikTok. I've seen it on YouTube. So I bought that. The first thing I did was open it and smell it before I bought it because smells kind of get to me sometimes, but it smells like grapefruit. It's citrusy and it smells so good. But by the smell, I thought this isn't going to clean anything. It just didn't have a cleaner scent. But this stuff is amazing. It took off all kinds of stuff on my wall and didn't bother the paint. But we had paint on our kitchen floor from where we painted this weekend, and I put it on that and it took it right up. I mean, this stuff is amazing.
You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way how you dwell. Don't you get it?
And when I'm cleaning, I'm bad about getting distracted. Of course, I was going to mop the floor under the couch and clean that, but then I noticed the wall, then I noticed the baseboard, and it just goes on and on. And once I get one room clean and I move to the other, when I go back, that one's already trashed. I mean, I guess it's just lived in. I know some of it's the kids and a lot of it's just us and it's just lived in, but my house is never just spotless. And I would love for it to just be clean, but I would have to walk after the kids and stay right on them to pick up after themselves. And I'm bad about not picking up after myself too. And a lot of it's the animals. They play with stuff. Flash will drag everything out, chew everything he can get up.
You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself.
My daughter has a cleaning channel as well, and she was like, Mom, yours is going to do so much better because your house is bigger and nicer and you've got nicer cleaning tools and vacuums and mops and all that. But it's not about that. And I told her it's not about that at all. They bought a little house and it is adorable. Their house is so cute. And you should always be thankful for what you've got. And she is. I'm not saying that she's not. But it's not about that. I raised my kids in a house that was 1,000 square feet. 1 bathroom, 3 bedrooms. It was tiny, but it was mine, and I was thankful for it because that's what God had given me. But I am very thankful for what I have. I'm thankful that God trusted me with what I have. I don't think He'll give you more than He'll trust you with. I'm glad that He shows me mercy. This morning I looked the definition of mercy up, and it's compassion or forgiveness that's shown towards someone when it's within their power to punish or harm them. And I thought, how true is that? I don't deserve any bit of His blessings, but here He is blessing me over and over, and I'm just so thankful. And here's Allison cleaning the bathroom. She asked me if she could film herself cleaning, and I said, of course you can. You can clean anything you want to, anytime you want to, and of course you can film yourself. So she wanted me to insert this, and I was really proud of her for jumping in and helping. But it's not about what you have or how big your house is or what kind of car you drive. Those things are just material. And a house, I am no different in this house than I was our smaller house. It's no different. And it's just a house. You know, it's within your heart is the person you are. It's not where you live or not what you drive. And I know, I've been there. I know what it's like to not have money for groceries or to not know how you're going to have gas for the week or running money. How you're going to pay the electric bill. I've been there and I know. And I guess that's why I have so much compassion for people and I try to help people because I know what it was like to be there, and I've been there so many times before. But at the end of the day, it always came from somewhere. God always provided for me and my family, and I'm so thankful for that.
Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of breath when you saw her in that dress? When your heart is beating fast and you're sweating and you can't stop looking at.
When there's days that I feel hopeless, I look my kids in the eyes and I know that giving up is not an option. So whatever you're going through, just keep going. You're going to get there. And at the end of the day, what I tell myself is I'm still standing. No matter what life throws at me, I'm still standing.
And when she's gonna miss her so, I tell her, baby, please don't go. I think you should stay with me. And I really get what the love songs are talking about. Oh, and I just wanna tell her how I feel, screaming.
So I used the pink stuff on my stovetop, and it did really good. It did as good as anything else would. And I love that it don't have a strong odor, the chemical smell. It does not have that at all. And I also put it on my floor. We had paint on the floor, and I rubbed that on. I let it sit about 5 minutes while I did my baseboards. And it came right up. It was really good about getting the paint up. I was impressed.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors.
But like I said before, I don't want this channel to be all negative. I don't want to get on here and tell everybody all my problems and it just seemed like my life is hopeless, because it is not, by no means. Yes, we're in a season where things are tough and things are uncertain, but we're coming out of that, and I have to stay hopeful. Hope is all we have at the end of the day. And no matter what you're going through or how you're feeling, just remember that you've got this. Just have faith, just be strong. If you've got kids, do it for them. If you don't, do it for yourself. I really believe if you put yourself on the back burner, then your kids are going to miss out on a lot of you, because you have to take care of you before you take care of everybody else. And I know that's hard because I always put my kids and my family first, but you have to take care of yourself too. And that's mentally as well.
I've been waiting all my life for someone like you, like you. I would watch the days go by, wasted and blue. I was out of use.
If you've never heard of this stuff, or if you're on the fence about buying it, purchase it. You won't regret it. I really, really like it. It done such a good job. It done a good job on my stovetop as well. But just remember, guys, no matter what you're going through, I've probably been there and went through it as well. You're going to get through it. You just have to stay positive. Cleaning helps me mentally. I think if I get up and clean, it helps. And it also helps me mentally to live in a clean space. If everything's cluttered and everything's a mess, it just automatically affects my mood. So get up and do something. You'll feel so much better. I promise. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you would like and subscribe, I would love that too. And I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next one.
You know what to do.